And welcome to the Invention Licensing Show. I'm your host, David Fedewa, and I'm here to help you license your product. And on this episode, we're gonna go into Susan's success story. One of my students licensed a product, and I wanted to tell you a little bit about it. There's this one little snippet that's important that I want to convey to you so that when you get in this deal opportunity or when you get in the deal situation, you can make the right moves. So let us jump right in. Susan, I first want to say she's one of the hardest working students that I've had. It's so much fun to work with her. She runs into a problem. She's like, I'm going to go buy a 3D printer and figure it out myself type of person. So I love her ingenuity. I love her focus and hard work. So she started pitching one of her products. And, you know, she was excited. She got it out there. She got interest. I was like, all right, now you've got interest from one, let's go get interest from more, because once one company's interested, there's gonna be more. And you don't always get the opportunity to license to the one and first company that takes on your idea. Remember that. If one company's interested, don't stop there. Usually, you need a handful of companies before one will actually sign a deal with you. So Susan went out and got more interest. And she started moving through the process of getting her projects licensed. From the last video, she started asking the right questions at the right time, pushing forward. And so at this time now, she has two companies interested. They're both kind of looking at how do we get this licensed, how do we move it forward, and how do we start making money at it. Perfect. So then Susan ended up getting the product into the hands of both of them as they're moving forward. And when that happens, right, she started favoring one. It had a little bit better distribution chain. There was different aspects to this company that she really loved. And so she was pushing forward this company. But they ran into a point in which the company was less responsive. And finally, she was just like, all right, hey guys, what's going on? And they're like, you know what, we can't move forward. And this was late in the winter, and so this was previous to the coronavirus issue, so there was no relationship between the two. And so they started having these issues, or just non-responsive. They started focusing in on other projects, and that happens. Know that. You're working with a company, you love working with them, you're excited to launch your product, and they fall off. It happens. There's sometimes just nothing you can do. The company refocused their attention on other projects. And so as she was moving through that, she had both companies interested, right? And so when one company finally fell off, she went back to the original one, well, the other one that was interested, and continued to move them forward and got them to sign a deal. And that's one of the important parts. That's the little snippet that I want inventors to take from this video and use in your life, because there will be an opportunity or a situation where you're out there pitching your product and you get interest, and everybody just grabs a hold of that company and says, this is the company. I have an experience in my life that completely changed the way I pitched. I pitched to a company, they got excited. It was the CEO, right? Supposedly the top person in the company, if they make the decision, it is final. Well, the CEO that I was working with was loving my product. We were moving forward, 8 months of negotiation and figuring out manufacturing and all these different aspects. He finally put it in front of his board, got chopped after 8 months. So at that point I said, all right, if I get one company interested, I'm gonna get multiple companies interested, because it's not always the case because they express interest that they're gonna sign a deal and start paying you royalties. So make sure that once you get interest from one, you go and get interest from more and start to move down the tracks or move through the process of getting your product licensed like Susan did, so that when a company falls off, you have your other options. You're not just left dead in the water. I was left dead in the water after 8 months of work. My PPA was almost done. I was exhausted of that project. And so it did. It fell by the wayside. I picked up another project and started focusing on other things. If I would have taken the advice that I know now, is take on multiple companies, move them through the process, and some will just naturally fall off throughout the process, and sign that deal with the company that's there and ready and excited about moving your product to market. I hope you loved that episode of License Your Invention with David Fedewa. I'm your host, David Fedewa, and as you know, I'm always here to help you license your products. For more information, check out inventtribe.com. I coach and teach people every day. We have a Monday night webinar. We all jump on and talk licensing. It's a private group. So if you are interested in that, check out our website. We'll put a link just below. The next episode is how to start today. This is exciting. That's one of the, well, I won't get into it now. I want to save that for the next episode. See, I'm already ready to jump in and start getting into that episode. So I will see you on the next episode, how to start today, which is so very important.